Morning. Welcome to 365 Days of Richard Living, daily morning reading, meditation, and prayer time. I'm Reverend Ray Ellis, Senior Minister and Spiritual Leader at Columbia Center for Spiritual Living in Columbia, Maryland. Today is September 3rd. I sing life's song of joy. And our reference quote this morning comes from the fourth book of Philippians, fourth chapter of Philippians, verse 6. Do not be anxious about anything, but in everything, by prayer and supplication, with thanksgiving, let your requests be known unto God. And so our reading begins. You are part of the universal mind, one with the universal substance. You live, move, and have your being in pure spirit. All the wealth, the power, and the goodness of this spirit exists at the center of your being. You experience this good in such a degree as you accept, believe in, and feel it. As you enter into life, feeling the divine presence in everything, more and more you will hear a song of joy singing at the center of your being. You have only to be still and listen to this song of life, for it is always there. Say, knowing that this loving presence is always closer to me than my very breath, I have nothing to fear. I feel its loving protection around me. I know that a song of joy, of love, and of peace is forever chanting its hymn of praise, and the beauty at the center of my being. Therefore, I tune all unhappy and negative ideas out of my mind. I turn the dial of my thought into the sunshine of life, into brightness and laughter, into the joyous presence of radiant spirit. I lay aside all anxiety, all striving, and let the law of divine love operate through me into my affairs. Joyfully I anticipate greater abundance, more success, and a deeper peace. Joy wells up within my mind, and life sings its song of ecstasy in my heart. So let's take that into our time of meditation and contemplation. I invite you to take a breath with me. To recognize that the inhalation of breath is the inhalation of life, is the inhalation of consciousness itself. And as we exhale, it is making space. It is release of what has been to make space for what is with the next breath. Always in the moment of this breath, of life breathing its creation. I recognize that there is only one source, one substance, one absolute reality, one consciousness, one ground of being, one God, one spirit, one mind, one heart, one breath, by whatever name we call it. It is the same thing. Recognized through individualized experience. It is infinite, so it is limitless. It is whole, perfect, and complete unto itself, so nothing can be added and nothing can be removed. It creates out of itself, individualizing itself, expressing itself in infinite forms of multiplicity, giving its creation free will to choose to use consciousness itself to fulfill the desires of its heart, the mission of its mind. And yet, it is never used up by its creation. Its experience of itself is expanded. It is eternal. And so every moment of now, every moment that has ever been a moment, every moment that will ever be a moment is now. There is no life, no death in the spiritual realm of eternity. And yet very much experienced in this physical temporal realm. This one power, this one presence, being all there is, must be everywhere, must be everything, must be the formed and the unformed. Must be what we experience and what is yet to be experienced. What has already been experienced, all the divine expressing itself. I know that I am that. By whatever name it is called, I know that I am love in form. I know that I am peace in form. I know that infinite intelligence is the intelligence of my form, of my beingness. I know that the breath of life breathes me. I know that the mind of God operates this physical being through what I know as the autonomic nervous system, that while I sleep, the divine runs the show, operating independent of human thought. It is that system of creation that lives me when I am unaware of my body, when I am in that unimpeded time with the divine that I call sleep. As I recognize level after level awareness of the truth of my being, I move to a place of peace. I move to an awareness that I am. That I am individualized in form. And so I speak my word, claiming, owning, taking responsibility for the ability within me to respond to all of the challenges this physical realm invite me to respond to. I claim and affirm that infinite intelligence within me knows exactly how to respond to the evolution of humanity, which evolves as change, which contains this human experience of uncertainty. I embrace it. I celebrate it. I celebrate the uncertainty of letting go. I celebrate the uncertainty in the human experience that comes from faith in the spiritual experience. Faith in the unseen being real. Faith that knows the word spoken is the word fulfilled. Not coming into being, not coming to me, not that it's done. That just as quickly as it is held in consciousness, in awareness, the desire of the heart are made manifest. There is no trading from the human level to God. There is simply the divine God as human form expressing, becoming aware of, owning, standing in the truth of the desires of the heart of the infinite itself to be, to know, to expand, to evolve, to hold without question, to hold with such certainty that I know because I know it is done. That the only gap between law acting, between law making the desires of my heart and mind manifest, is the concept I hold of time. So I let it go. I choose to delightfully wrestle with until I am able to reconcile and release the human ideas that create the necessity of time. And I live fully and freely in the now, in the immediate, complete manifestation of peace, of love, of vitality, of perfect health, of calm, of order, of the harmonious operation of one. I allow it to be my mental experience so that it becomes the physical experience. Be still and know Be still and know. Be still and know. So I let go. I allow myself to be transformed. I allow the previous version of me to be no longer recognizable. I allow transformation that releases any misinformation about the truth of my being, that releases any idea of lack or fear that tells me I need to control anything. I release it all and I free fall joyously with absolute abandon. I free fall into the reality that life has already worked everything out. It's already done, waiting my recognition, waiting my embrace, waiting my alignment with what has always been. Perfection, the completeness, the wholeness of being. So I simply wrap myself in the joy of this time, in the certainty of this moment. And with breath, I remind myself it's already done. Open, receive, give, serve. Ashe. Shalom. Aho. Amin. Amen. And so it is.